everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I uploaded a video and I've been wanting to. I swear I just didn't have enough time last semester. I think last semester was one of my most hardest semesters because I had to take all my history, my political science classes, I had to take art, I had to drop music, so it was kind of like a big mess for me because I kind of took classes that require more work and didn't take enough classes that don't require a lot of work. And so it was a more hard semester for me, and actually one of the worst semesters for me academically. I didn't do very well, so it also took a turn because it kind of just gave me a wake up call that I needed to kind of just focus more on school and stuff. So I ended up not posting any videos and I wanted to, but like I said, I didn't have time to do it. But now that I have more time, this is my last semester at the community college that I go to, and honestly, it's been a good 2 years, I believe, and I saved a lot of money, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that, and I wanted to talk to you guys about my experiences at the community college and what you can really expect from a community college. And if you know me personally, then you know the community college that I went to. So yeah. So a lot of people have been messaging me about I guess questions about it. I'm also a student worker at the community college where I work at, and I also will be talking to you guys about that and my experiences with that. So I want to go ahead and kind of speak about what I learned, I guess, from a community college and what you should know and what you should expect from a community college, and kind of just how I did things. I only lasted my 2 years. I'm gonna be getting in May of this year my associates in administration of justice, which is like the criminal justice degree at the community college, but with to be able to transfer. So I'm gonna be getting that degree. So after I do that, I'm gonna be able to transfer to a California State University or a UC. For my case, I did the California State University just because a lot of the UCs don't really have, or actually I don't even know a UC that has a criminal justice major. I think it mostly is the California State universities. And I'll do another video on the difference of each one, but for this video we're just going to strictly focus on the community college and what to expect from a community college. So I am going to be using my laptop, and we are going to just, I guess, I'm going to have my notes here of everything that I want to talk to you guys about. I'm not going to remember everything. Honestly, I didn't take notes because I kind of just woke up this morning and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do the video because a lot of people, I feel like, would need it. And I know that I was one of those students who was super nervous and I would Google everything. First of all, I did not know the difference between an undergrad and a graduate program. I didn't. So I thought that I could do any at any time. And this is because I'm the first person in my family who goes to college, and so everything was a little bit more new to me. But before I start talking about my experiences and stuff about college, let me tell you guys a little background story to see why I chose to do community college out of other opportunities I had. So I wasn't really sure about going to college at first when I first started my senior year. I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to do, and a lot of my friends from high school know that for the longest time I wanted to join the Army, and I wanted to be a 25 Bravo. That would, I believe, if I remember correctly, they dealt with more like hacking and computer stuff. And I don't know, I mean, I've always been interested in, I guess, in those things, and I kind of still am, but I'm definitely not as a career anymore. I kind of just like to mess around with the computer. So I thought that maybe that was something for me, and maybe it's something that I'm interested in the Army. I had everything ready. I took the ASVAB, didn't do very well in the ASVAB, to be honest, and then I decided, you know what, if I really want to go to the Army, I'm going to try my hardest. Didn't ever take the ASVAB again. I told my parents that that they were gonna come talk to them and kind of tell them about the benefits and stuff. And I ended up canceling that appointment with them. I ended up telling them, you know what, I'm gonna give colleges a try, and they were very respectful. They were like, okay, give us a call if you ever need us for anything at all, and blah blah blah. So it wasn't until the community college counselor came to my high school and we had to sign up to go to the workshop. It was until then that I kind of like signed up, I guess, for college, because they help you through everything. And I don't remember who my counselor was at that time, but I'm pretty sure it's someone that I know now. So they helped me with my classes, because honestly I had no idea how it worked. I didn't even know how to sign up. I didn't know if I had to go to the college directly, but most of it was done online. And I did this in 2018, I believe. So I think the beginning of 2018. So I didn't know how anything was done or whatever. They helped me. I went like to a field trip, I guess, because it's literally in my town. So the college that I go to, there's a big college in like a bigger city, and then they have a small campus, which is like in a smaller city, and that's where I live. So it's a lot of the classes aren't like in the small campus, like in where I live. So you have to go to the main campus. But we'll get to that later. So I ended up, deciding that I wanted to do criminal justice. And for the longest time, I was interested in law, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into law enforcement. I wanted to do something like kind of like the army, I guess, in a way, law enforcement, something that had to do with that sense. But then I got really into and passionate about immigrants and about immigration and wanting to fight for, those people who obviously want to know that have rights and stuff. So I ended up wanting to go to law school for a really long time. So that was what I was going to do. I was going to go to community college, I was going to transfer, and I was going to go to law school. I am here, and I am not 100% sure I want to do law school anymore. So when I signed up for college, I went to classes and whatever, took the field trip. I ended up really liking the vibe it gave me, like to be around students who are doing the same thing I'm doing. So I ended up going to the community college for 2 years. In Okay, I guess I could start saying what you guys really need to know. If you guys have to look around, and you guys have to ask questions, and you guys have to see what they have to offer you, because a lot of campuses won't go and tap your shoulder and be like, hey, well, there's this program that you should really apply to. It helps you get books, it helps you get this, helps you. They're not going to do that. I think you have to go personally out of your way. College is like that. You have to go and you have to figure out the things by yourself. During the time that I was in, when I was going into criminal justice, when I was going into college, they actually did send me an email. I don't know if it's like that for like students who are freshmen, who are going in after high school, but they sent me an email that I qualified for a program named EOP-NS. And so I qualify in this program, like at the community college where I go. They offer like free book service and stuff. And I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna yeah, like I want to, like if this is gonna help me, then yeah. So I ended up joining that. The staff was super super sweet. By my semester, I want to say spring 2019, I believe. I got really close to the staff there. It's like a person named Anne and Martha. I got really close to them, and they were hiring like a student worker. They needed a student worker for the EOP. It's EOPS. I call it EOPS, but it's EOP-NS. They were looking for someone. They told me that I should apply, and I applied. I got the job. So I'm a student worker there. I'm a student worker there right now, as of right now, and I love it. I love the environment. I love working there. As a student worker, you don't get as much hours, but it looks really good on your resume. It looks really good on job applications and stuff. So like it looks good on university, like when you apply for universities and stuff. So it looks really good. And then not only that, when you transfer, you can also see if they can get you for a job there at the campus that you're going to. So at that point, I'm not making as much because I used to work at Jack and as a waitress, and I would make more there. But realistically, I'm not working on the weekends. I'm in the desk behind a computer. I'm helping students. I'm learning how to navigate and stuff, use all these kind of things, and I'm learning how to communicate with people. And in the long run, I think this is going to give me a great opportunity to other jobs and stuff, especially because I don't like working on the weekends, because I want to enjoy my weekends. I don't like doing anything on the weekend. So this job was perfect for me. As in, when I was working at Jack, I was a little bit more stressed, and I still did good in school, but I kind of felt like lost majority of the times. And I told them this to my coworkers, that they know I felt lost when I was working at Jack, because they would work like night shifts and whatever. So I guess that kind of just drained me in a way, but I still did good in school somehow. everyone does it. A lot of people do it. It's not just me, but just in my opinion, that's how it was for me. And so, yeah, like, now that I'm a student worker, I've learned a lot about the computer. I've learned a lot about scanning papers. I've learned a lot about printing. I learned a few things about, like, how to deal with people and how to have patience and stuff. It's a good experience right now what I'm having. And so obviously it's gonna suck if I go back into like working at a restaurant, just because I really like the environment working in an office with all the staff and the counselors and stuff. So that's kind of what happened to me. That was my 2 years in the community college. That's what really went down. I mean, I took all my classes. I crammed a little bit for one semester. I took 19 units, but honestly, I did it and I made it work somehow. So I mean, yeah, this semester I'm kind of just relaxing and taking more of my criminal justice classes, which are very easy. I only have to read, like I said. So I'm pretty much really relaxed this semester, so I have enough time to talk to you guys about everything that you guys should know before going to the community college. Okay. So now that I talked to you guys about my history and what I did in the 2 years and stuff, let's talk about, I guess, what to really expect. Obviously, it's going to be very different when you're coming from high school to college. It's kind of on you. Everything's on you. If you want to get the help, if you want to go to tutoring, it's all on you. So really, you have to just, I guess, even like scheduling is on you. So even not showing up to class is on you. Like if you don't want to go to class, you don't have to, but it's your responsibility to kind of just understand and go to the professor. It's not the responsibility of the professor anymore. So in high school, we're kind of just used to, if we're absent, they'll have the papers. We can redo it. Sometimes, I mean, that's how it worked with me. But in most cases now, like you're gonna have to go to the professor. A lot of professors don't care if you miss. A lot of professors don't care, but they still take attendance. So it really just has to do, a lot of professors will tell you, like, you can miss 4 days. Like, I encourage you to miss 4 days. I know my English professor told me that. So a lot of professors will tell you that. And I mean, go for it. If you want to miss a day, whatever, if you want to go out with your friends, go for it. Just remember that you're responsible for any work that was due. And if you don't get it accepted, it's because the professor isn't going to. I mean, you can talk it out to him. Yeah. So make sure that you always also keep your syllabus, because your syllabus is going to be important. It's gonna show you kind of like the breakdown of the semester most of the time. It's gonna show you their office hours, and their, like, I guess, their schedule on when you can go and see them, like for tutoring and stuff, which is office hours. And they'll give you the phone number, so you can always call them and make sure that you're there, like that they're there before you go. So I use that quite a lot for my math class, because I am more a person that struggles in math. So make sure that you use those office hours, because they're really helpful. And sometimes, like, being there, being friendly with your professor, actually showing that you have interest or that sort of type of thing, they'll consider you, like, and if you're struggling with a class, like, they'll consider that you tried. So that's a pretty good way to see it. Um, See out there if there's any programs for you, that could help you out financially, because like I said, I was in the EOP EOPNS. I want to say it right. EOPNS. I always say EOPS. That's why. The EOPNS program. See if you qualify for that. I mean, you can. I mean, see what there is really out there. I'm not saying that this program, like, there's probably more programs out there that I don't know about. But like I said, when I was at the small campus, like, for most of my 2 years. So I didn't really know if there was even other programs for me. I probably did qualify for others, but I didn't know. So like I said, sorry, I'm itchy. Like I said, oh, my phone's crooked. Okay. Like I said, it's gonna be on you to look for those programs. It's not gonna. No one's gonna go and look for you. Make sure that you take like a career assessment test. Make sure that you take that exam or that test to know what you really want to go for. It is okay, 100% okay, to change your major as many times as you guys want. I, excuse me. Like I said in the beginning, I wanted to go for law. I wanted to become an immigration lawyer. I was passionate about it. I got a couple of books from the library at the college there. I was bored out of my mind. I didn't want to read anything about this. I was like, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? Because you're constantly like a doctor. Like, you constantly are reading laws, laws change and stuff, so you have to be aware about all those type of things. So you never stop studying, really, in a way. So that's my personal opinion. I just see it like that. A lot of people may not see it like that. I just didn't want to do that, so that's why I decided not to do law. But like I said, at the end, I mean, it's your decision. You don't have to know what you want in these 2 years that you're going to be attending a community college. You don't have to know, because I, for one point, like, I was stressing that I didn't know what I wanted to do, and to the point where I one day considered to be a teacher, which is totally not me. And if anyone knows me, that is not me. I mean, a lot of people tell me that I'm really good with kids, but definitely not me. That's not me. And so I considered it. I looked into it. I was gonna stay longer at the community college. I definitely didn't want to do that. So, not because I'm bored and tired of it. It's just because I wanted to keep going and I didn't want to stop. And I have like a timeline where I have to be finished with my associates and stuff before this time. I have to be finished with my bachelor's before this time. I have to be done with my master's before this time. And that's how I pace myself. Everyone's different. Why is this so high? Okay, well, this is not working. Alright, awesome. Okay, so now it's working. Okay, so yeah, just make sure that you're always aware of what, like, programs there is at the college and stuff. That's like my biggest thing, because it could be good for you. I mean, I'm glad that I had that program to really help me out with my books and stuff. And make sure you guys have counselors appointment. Make sure you guys talk to your counselors. Like, make those appointments. Take the time out of the day to make those appointments and talk to your counselor, because now it's crooked. Okay, take the time to make those appointments, because I'm telling you, you guys are gonna need someone to really advise you. I kind of What I'm doing now is that, like, I'll read the catalog. Like, I used to, not anymore. I mean, I don't need it anymore. But my counselor got me really into looking in the catalog. So online, I found the catalog to the college, and I ended up looking there to figure out how I was gonna set up my classes and stuff. The the counselors will help you and will guide you with whatever classes you need to take, and so that's the pretty cool thing about it. But like I said, make those appointments and make sure that you attend those appointments, because a lot of people want those appointments. So make sure that you're one of the first. If you have any questions, make sure that you go right away to take those, to have that appointment. Get involved in sports, get involved in clubs. I didn't do that. I regret it big time. But in my situation, I didn't have a car yet, so I couldn't do much. I was so limited on, the things I could do, just because my mom would take me around. Now I have my car. I drive to the main campus by myself, but it's kind of hard to join now this semester, because it is my last semester, and I just don't know if I really want to invest my time on it anymore. I wouldn't stay there for long. I mean, I still could, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Honestly, I don't think so, to be honest with you. But if you're, like, you're going to your first semester, like, look, there's social science clubs. There's all types of clubs out there. So make sure that you always look, because they look really good if you're involved in, like, sports and stuff and clubs. And if not, open your own club. I always wanted to do that in high school, and I did, but it didn't work out very well. So make sure that you go into your own, like, make sure that you, like, either you go into a club, you start a club. It looks really good. Trust me, you're gonna love it. So last thing I'm gonna say, I think, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things I could probably say still, but just to make it a more shorter, they're your books. Like I said, I have a Facebook page still, and my boyfriend showed me this cool group for our community college. So the name of my community college, and then used books or calculators and stuff. And so this group on Facebook, they're students from the college that I attend to, and they sell their books for way cheaper. They sell calculators, they sell scantrons, they sell everything. In that same group, people write reviews about professors. Like, I could ask you, how is Professor Hernandez? Like, how is she in school? Like, does she does she make you buy the book? Does she give you homework? And students will tell you the honest truth and tell you, you know what, I passed with a D. That is still passing, but that's not good. Is it passing? I don't know. I don't know. No, it's not passing. No. So, I passed with a C. You need the book and stuff like that. And a lot of them will be like, okay, so how's Professor Guerra? Oh, well, Professor Guerra doesn't require the book. I passed with a B. She does leave a lot of homework, online quizzes, and things like that. So it's also a good thing to look at. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe you guys can find one on Instagram. I don't know how that would work though, or maybe Twitter. But on Facebook, that's the one that I found, and I've been like, I don't buy books from there, but I always stay on, like, because I get my books from the program that I'm in. But I always check there in case my boyfriend needs a book or anyone else. I always let my friends know, like, hey, the book is right here, or excuse me, there's a book that they're selling over here for this much. Also, Chegg is an excellent website to look at. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I actually paid a month for tutoring for my what do you call it, my stats class, because I took it in the summer, so it was a little bit more harder for me, and it didn't help me as much for tutoring. But I was able to ask questions, like, for example, like, when I couldn't have like office hours and stuff, when I couldn't go, I would always go on there and be like, hey, does anyone know how to solve this, or how did you guys do this one? A lot of people will respond to you, so it's an awesome website to also go on. And I mean, yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things you guys still need to learn. It's very plain and simple. Go to class. If you don't want to go to class, just know that you're gonna have to make up work, or if not make up work, you're gonna be a little behind. It's like you miss class and you miss a whole bunch. Honestly, sometimes it just depends who your professor is. So you definitely don't want to be missing class as much, but also at the same time enjoy every part of it. Enjoy, I guess, the process of you one day transferring, or if transferring is not in your plan and you just want your associates, then enjoy the process of being in college and enjoy the people that you meet and stuff. I met one of my really closest friends at the community college I went to. Um, and so I met her. She's awesome. We're friends. We're really cool. We just hung out today. I met her. Unfortunately, she can't transfer with me. She has her own things going on for her. I mean, I wish I could take her, but you'll meet people. You'll meet people everywhere you go. You'll get connections. You'll open the doors for yourself if you're really social and you're really out there. So just make sure that you guys, ask questions, and always look and stay on top, and like pages on Facebook, wherever, Twitter, I don't know, whatever you guys use. Make sure that you guys look at pages, look at people who attend the same college as you. Someone may know something that you don't know, and that could be beneficial to you. Maybe I didn't qualify for a certain program that you qualify for, and I could tell you about it and you can know, and that's because you're being social and you're talking to people. So always make sure that you always give that opportunity to socialize with people, get to know people, ask about student worker positions and stuff, and enjoy it like I told you. And if you guys have any more requests of any videos that I should make, let me know, because like I said, I do have more free time. I didn't have free time last semester, and I wanted to do so many things. So I can definitely make a video about my criminal justice degree and how that went and what classes I took and what I learned. I can also make a video on transferring and what I did and stuff like that. And I can also make videos of when I transferred to the university, what to expect, and I guess what, like, my whole, like, vlogging, I guess, my experience and stuff moving out. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in any more of these videos. I would love to do these videos because I love talking about this. And so yeah, thank you.